Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Caitlin from Florals.com, and today I'm going back into my fall stash to create a beautiful box for my 30 Days of Thankful album to live in. This confetti is courtesy of Jana. I hope that video's up by now, but I have an unboxing of a package she sent me, and I'll have it linked down below if it's already up, but I decided to repurpose the confetti and put it in here. This is an old Amazon box. I ripped off my address, so no worries. But I want to decorate it so my 30 Days of Thankful album can be stored safely in here on a shelf so it looks pretty, and then the inside's even prettier. So that's my idea. We shall see how it goes. This will be like a normal process video where I speed it up, but I just kind of want to explain the process. I do plan on using the Happy Fall paper pad by Craftsmith. I've actually just realized how badly this is falling apart. I've used up so much of it, but it's time to use some more. I'm going to start cutting paper and we'll see where this takes us. I hope you guys enjoy. So to start off this box, I've cut two of the papers already, which are the beautiful leaf pattern in that blue color. And now I'm using this woodland creature paper to decorate the other sides of the box. I'm just going to simply use my ruler to measure and then cut them. And I did cut them a little bit larger because the way the box is put together, the edges add a little bit of length to the outside of the box because of the way they meet. So that's how it went. I also didn't really pay attention to where I was cutting the paper, but if you're using a paper that might have words on it, you might want to be careful where you're cutting it so you don't cut anything off. I didn't really care about how this looked on the back piece. I really cared only about the front pieces and the top. So you can see my little booklet in there now. I added some extra confetti paper that I had. It's a little bit Halloween colors, but I still think it adds a little bit, and it doesn't let the album move around too much while it's in there. So if this is on a shelf, it won't get too beat up. Now I'm using this tear tape to add these sides onto my box, and don't worry, I don't pain you with watching all of the sides get put on. But I am just going to use my tear tape, which it tends to be stronger than ATG, but I am using a little bit of both just in case. You never know with cardboard. Liquid's generally the best adhesive to use, but you can also get warping. So I went with the tape to try it out. If you guys didn't know, this box was actually something I've had for a while. I had just kept it because it's such a unique size. I actually believe I got my photos printed from it, but it's definitely one of those things that I didn't think I'd use for this, but then I ended up using it. So it worked out. And you will see that when I put on the top, there's a gap here. So what I decided to do is grab this washi tape, which has like a bronze finish to it, which I think is very fall. Of course, my 30 Days of Grateful album is for September, which is still fall around here, but depending on what you like for your aspect of fall, you might want a different color scheme on the outside of your box. You might not want a box, but if you're doing an album that's loose like this one, I would highly recommend a box. Now I'm using a bunch of items from my stash to decorate the top here. I pulled out that bingo card, which is actually from a pocket letter swap, and I'm really excited to be using those pieces. Then I also have a really old, I believe it's not Little Yellow Bicycle, I think it's Chatterbox, that little yellow circle with the date and calendar on it. That's from Chatterbox, which is like an old brand. Let me know if you remember Chatterbox, like throwback. I also pulled out a bunch of thickers and stickers to use for the title because I want the outside to say 30 Days of Thankful or Grateful, so you'll see me working on that as well. So I pulled out some 3 and a 0 for the 30, which is from a really, really old thicker set that I used to use all the time. Then I used these coin ones for the word days. And as you can see, I'm kind of just pulling items from everywhere. My mind was racing. I had this beautiful flare from the Crafty Pocket that says Hello September, which I was like, wow, so perfect. And since I don't generally scrapbook in any particular order, I often forget that I have monthly themed goods. So I ended up using that flare on here because it worked perfectly. And I'm going to readjust some of these layers. And again, these are from a crafty swap that I did, pocket letter swap with Nicole. So I'm just going to pop those items on there. And then I'm creating a little cluster with a leaf and a flower from Freckled Fawn. Just a really general smorgasbord of all sorts of goodies. Once I'm happy with that placement, I decide that I want the date bubble to be on some foam adhesive. So I pull out my beautiful non-sticky roll of foam tape and start adding extra glue to it. So I just add a little bit of foam tape to the back of that, and then on here I write 2018 for the year, and then I underline September,
And then I accidentally highlighted 1 through 31 because it says all of the dates on the calendar, because it might be used for a different month. But I just let it be. I said it's fine. It says 30 days of thankful on the other side anyway, so I think it works out. And then I had more dimensional pieces like these ones, which I think's something you have to do if you're doing a project like this. If you're working off a page, I think it's just a really great opportunity to use all those 3D embellishments so that you can get that texture and feel that you're really looking for. So this box is actually almost finished. We have a couple final touches. It's a lot of more just like trying to figure out what I want it to do. So I have 30 in the days, but I need the of and the thankful or of grateful. So now's where the search begins. I need like a small alphabet for the word of. And what I do is I pull out this Pink Fresh Studio set, and it's got this neutral alphabet, which I thought sort of resembled the cardboard color. And since I obviously have to keep that because it's on the outer edges there, that's like impossible to cover, I decided I would try to use that same color. And then I remembered I had this freckled fawn word that said thankful from wood veneer, and I really like the way it turned out. 30 days of thankful or grateful, it doesn't really, it's pretty interchangeable, and I know a lot of people are doing it this month for November. So if you did it like I did and did just basic cards and not really in an album, I would highly recommend doing a storage box like this, especially if you're getting packages for Black Friday or all your Christmas presents or anything in the mail. Try to save one of those smaller ones so that you can do a project like this. It definitely is a fun project, like it's an out-of-the-box project. I don't usually work on things like this, but I'm really excited that I did. And now I'm using a bunch of Spiegelmom scrap sequins to decorate the outside of my box. I'm using one actually is from Wild Whispers mix, and then I'm also using one that's called, let's see, Earth Tones, I think, Earth Treasures. And then I also included a wood veneer heart on there and just sprinkled the sequins about. But that's pretty much it. I'm going to add a few more sequins, and that's it for decorating my box. Let me know if you guys have ever done a project like this or would like to see more out-of-the-box projects like this. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to give it a thumbs up because it helps me out a lot. And I hope you guys have a happy Thanksgiving if you are celebrating. But thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!